Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Everspace 2, where today we're headed back to Cedo to help get one of our new allies situated. But before we do that, just one more quick high-risk area for the road, right? GMB reinforcements on site. I wonder if it'll be a large enough number that they're actually useful. This is a side mission. Hold on. This is not the right thing. I mean, it better be a large enough number that they're actually useful if it's going to degrade loot quality by that amount. There we go. This is what I wanted. We still haven't actually had the distress signals necessary for us to acquire mastery of the area, which I'm pretty surprised by, because I feel like distress signals are extremely common in Cedo, but just not the case in Union. Right, knock knock, nerds. Save somebody's life by killing a Weber drone. All right, I suppose we got to get in there if we want to keep these guys alive. It's nice to see that our allies get to have elite units on the field as well. Come on, catch him. Yeah, I feel like this weapon's in a really good spot where, like, we're definitely still getting value out of having upgraded it. It wasn't overkill to do so. But also we definitely needed to. It was worth the resources. And it's still, like, competitive as a weapon against the stuff we're fighting at this level.
Cross another one off.
Alright. Starting to attract a little bit of attention. I think they're noticing we're here. I would love to kill that bomber. So let's clear his missile drones first. Very cool, very dramatic. I love to execute a good rocket run alongside these big ships. That just looks so cool. And this thing is receiving a lot of support from its link drones, I guess. Like, you can see its health going back up. I assume that's what was causing it. At first I thought that was one of our energy orbs, but I guess not. I'm not sure what that was. Alright. Making sure to bomb out the demolishers first is just good target prioritization. These things are absolutely terrifying. We're taking a lot of damage here. Alright, got him.
Some pointers. Keep them to yourself, Hive. I'm busy.
Yeah, it's cool. I feel like I'm okay. I got it. I know that that's maybe not what the immediate evidence would suggest. Ooh, okay. Yeah, drones that you ignore can really stack up the damage on you pretty quickly. Space combat, maybe not a great place to fixate to the degree that I often do. But what can I say? It's a neurological issue, and I'm definitely not on any medication for it, so... switch to the marksman's. It's about to be heavy time. Okay, that was lucky. The GMB guys gonna help me with this? Kind of seems like maybe not. Not seeing a lot of assistance here. Let's throw the ult at it at point blank range. Why not? Okay. Easy. Ow.
You are coping admirably, I must say.
Under pressure is my default setting.
I kind of wish that this stuff was all just like in a big box, and then I could, you know, I could go through it all at once. I appreciate that it pulled a bunch of stuff to me and just had it lock in place. We don't really need damage boosters so much, I don't think. I'm definitely going to dismantle this. Dismantle that. Dismantle that. Maybe this stuff that you're earning indicator doesn't need to be directly over top of what I'm looking at right now. That seems like, yeah, just an absolute winner. It shuts down for a much longer time. That is a downside. But it doesn't need us to be boosting to recharge, which actually is probably going to be hugely helpful. This trades out firepower for structure, no thanks, and seeds. Can I? Shoot, that's not what I wanted. I can't just fire these. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm just pulling stuff over here. Alright, as soon as that becomes available, we will consume that, and then we will pick up one of the cargo bits, probably the cybernetic implants. We can throw away another set of nanobots as well, just the small ones. Like, this one's not doing anything for us. Okay, equip the full stack, grab both of those. Yeah, there we go. So let's take a second here, that's not what I want, and consider our missions. Okay, we're not very close on that. Challenges. No, what are my missions? Mission says their own tab. Do I want to do any of this optional stuff? Well, I mean, this one has a pretty solid payout. Actually, so does this. Jeez. Oh, but this is the race. Yeah, this is finishing the races. We couldn't do it in the old ship. We're certainly not going to do it in this ship. Okay, so I'm not going to stress about these at all. This one might be worth doing just because I actually am quite short on money. Alright, steal vast amounts of random data from the outlaw gangs in Yawen orbit. Obviously, we can't afford to. We don't have the space to pick up very much loot, but data is usually pretty small. That's 150 light years that way, so that's space for some distress calls to pop up, maybe. Speaking of... Okay, so we do still have a site. We have a couple of sites that we haven't yet actually visited. And yep, we're just 2 distress calls away from 5,000 credits that I could actually really use. Nobody out here is ever in distress. It's wild. Got a ping. Didn't actually see anything. Oh, it's an unknown signal. Well... distress calls do pop up as distress calls, right? I feel like we haven't seen any in many episodes.
There appears to be a hidden container in the vicinity. Refer to your HUD.
Okay, I'll try to locate it.
Okay, one of these, huh? Nope. Oops, I should probably equip the missiles that will actually work here. You know what? Don't need them. What I do need is the credits. Give me the credits. And the energy orbs. Up here maybe? Somewhere in this area? There it is. Remarkably poorly hidden, actually. Oh, that's interesting. This we're not going to get any use out of, and in fact, I'm just going to destroy it so nobody else can either. It feels so horribly spiteful. I don't need... I guess one of these stacks of nanobots. That might actually lead to some interesting loot, right? Maybe. Alright, let's actually go to the mission location here. I guess there's no reason to keep this in my inventory. We should activate it, because we know the high-risk area will hang around. And just free up the slot. I'm trying really hard to master these regions, but, you know, if nobody is in trouble, what am I supposed to do?
The freelancer agent promised a handsome reward if you steal all data from the outlaws in the area. I have pinpointed the first terminal you may want to hack.
Okay, here goes nothing.
Our boost refills very quickly, at least.
I might be out of my depth here.
I could have told you that the moment we met.
Stupid drones. Yeah, and once again, that very, very annoying I'm about to die. Oh wait, no I'm not. All of a sudden I have all the shield effect that they're always doing. Cargo unit's probably not actually even worth anything. You know, that I'll take. Ooh, that is a lot of weapon output. Do I want to lose even more output to the other things? I mean, we are mostly... I'm not going to. I'm going to just scrap this. I'm mostly not running out of weapon energy anymore. The problems we're having are other things. Okay, will not let me engage the cruise drive here, which is mostly just an annoyance. here somewhere, right? Yeah. Okay, do we see much in the way of enemy defenses on this? Well, I mean, there's that. Okay, I'm just gonna bail out of here the moment I start shooting at it. I guess I can see why you would want to do a thing like that. Maybe try to get this terminal thing done real fast.
Initiating
Ow. Alright, fine.
Close to the terminal until the firewall is broken.
Got it.
Result.
Cool. It's frustrating they're smart enough to attack in groups, too. Like, a bunch of them hide behind something until one of them attacks and I get distracted, and then the rest of them push in. Almost done.
I managed to breach the firewall. Commencing down. It is done.
If only the hacking part would be this fast.
I have added the location of the next terminal to your display.
Alright. Let's maybe disengage for a second here, take advantage of our superior range. It's a lot of enemies. Just a really huge number of enemies. Okay, are we cool? I think it's gonna be quiet for a second. Never mind. The second I look away. Even though there weren't any enemies close enough to suddenly jump us. Okay. Doesn't look like there's any defenses up here. Yeah, I'll strip that for parts, strip this for parts. And we got ourselves a device upgrade. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the devices we're already using that are all maxed out, though.
All right, Hive, do your thing.
Accessing this kind of network is a complicated process. But for the sake of human comprehension, I am willing to call this a thing from here on out.
I don't know exactly how near is near. Come on. Unfortunately, the enemies here are in much greater quantity and they're attacking from a greater variety of ranges, so I can't just EMP my way out of the problem. In fact, we are definitely going to disengage a little bit so as to not die.
Moving closer to the terminal.
Yep, okay.
Hacking sequence recommencing.
Taking it under advisement.
Need to turn back. I am losing connection.
Let's hit some nanobots here.
Try to stay close this time.
There he is.
All right, one down. There's still a lot of them on me. All right, drop the Annihilator virus. EMP'd. Starting to get a little too comfortable close to me, and I think we can teach them a lesson about that.
Second download is complete.
Come on.
Many more to go.
There we go.
I only detect one more server in the vicinity.
Okay, let's get this over with.
I gotta say, even though this is a type of combat that our current ship is somewhat better at than the sort of like, you know, I can't remember the name of the ship before, but that thing was much better at like fast moving, in and out. This stand and deliver stuff is something we're much better adapted to now than we would have been with the old ship, but I still don't really like it. Okay. So there is some other loot around here. Oh, Malamite. We care about that an awful lot. Okay, there's some other stuff going on around here. Why do I care about this debris? I don't know. That doesn't seem like a meaningful thing there at all. We ran pretty low on Culver as well, if I'm not mistaken, so... This is actually lovely. At least one more Malamite deposit somewhere. That's a hardened ore patch. It's going to have to be dealt with in another way. There's more Culver crystal over here. There's a lot of resource deposits in this area. Culver, Malamite, Culver on the other side of the rock, it looks like. It actually looks like this thing was part of the mining apparatus around the hardened ore patch. Not one of those, right? No, it's something I turn on, a mining laser or something. Okay, so you have power core sockets. You can see one power core nearby. Hopefully it's not quite as hard to find these ones as it was to find the ones at that last place we spent a bunch of time at. Nope, in fact, we already have it. Let me grab the thing without there being any way for it to get to me. This doesn't feel like the intent. Huh. Yeah, camera work in here is real shoddy. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Okay, alright. Just gonna try to get back out here. I am definitely not supposed to be able to get myself in between those. But it's like just under all this stuff. And... there's really not a way in, it feels like. These aren't destructible, are they? Oh, they totally are. Okay. Well, that's how you're supposed to do that then. Makes sense to me. That's an energy sphere dispenser. Where did it... Here we go. Laser pointed in the right spot? And it's weird that my weaponry can breach those things, but the mining laser can't. Okay, decent. Worth it. There's a lot of mineable resources out here. Alright, I guess let's grab the last terminal real fast. Hello. Got some bad guys. Seems like everything as far as static defenses go.
Initiating the thing.
You know, it sounds a lot cooler when I say it.
It sounds cool to who?
Ah, forget it. Just concentrate on the hack while I keep us alive.
Why are you so hard to hit with missiles? Okay, we're doing a pretty good job of keeping them off of us for the moment. How's that? There was a loud ping, and I don't know why there was a loud ping, but I guess the research is still going, so whatever. I wonder if they were coming in, like, one by one, trickling in as much on the last ones, and I just didn't do a good job of keeping the numbers down. Because this has been pretty easy.
Intercepted. Download complete.
All right.
Finally, I could really use some idle superlight time now.
And we'll totally get to it once we make sure we've got all this malamite. I will say, at a certain point, it does feel kind of it's quite rote gathering the resources. I sort of wish that you could maybe like earn a mining drone. Maybe it like costs a bunch of metals to build it so that you can still be made to mine enough to feel like you really get the vibe of mining, and also, you know, you're actually very grateful for the mining drone. But then then you can automate that away, and I feel like you probably don't really lose much in the way of actual gameplay. See if there's anything else over by this container. But I think we might be good. Alright, back to Prescott, which I think is a pretty long drive, but unfortunately I am not very hopeful that we're going to see any distress calls on the way.
So, Hive, can you tell me what we just stole?
Hit lists, diaries.
Why does he always want to know?
files, binge drinking videos.
Any treasure coordinates or fancy weapon blueprints?
No. But if you are interested to see some photos of Algrim slug whales...
Yeah, I think I'll pass.
What if we just didn't ask a bunch of questions about the criminal enterprises we're engaged in? Feels like things would be a lot easier that way. Well, hold on now. So, okay, hey. That's one of those things. I wonder if the mastery requirement here will also be just try to kiss the star. It feels like an odd... It feels like an odd thing, and I don't know if it would be odder if it was always that, or if it wasn't always that. Are you sure you're in a situation? It looks like things are fine. I guess the ship's just damaged. Well, we do have one of these.
Man, you are like my guardian angel. I do what I can for a fellow traveler.
Alright. It's a little bit of money. That's all we can ask for.
Hive, apart from your voice, is it possible to change aspects of your personality?
I feel like we have done a version of this bit already, right?
Yes, that is possible.
Is there any way to make you a bit friendlier, a little less cynical?
Gee, Captain, you betcha. That's such a swell suggestion. A jolly hive makes for a happier ride.
Oh, my sweet, scrappy, hell no. Stop that, please revert to default.
I knew you would see reason.
My docking had to be delayed for that.
Here you go. 3.86 quintilobytes of random data. I do hope your client can find value in binge drinking videos.
That is up to them to decide. I, for my part, am very glad that I can finally show them something at all.
Sounds like you had this assignment lying around for a while now.
That is true. Frankly, you were the first one who made it back alive. Let me check the integrity of the files.
You should never have taken the assignment. Sending contractors to their doom for something this vague doesn't seem right to me.
If it was any other client, I would agree. But to people like this, you don't say no. Well, the packages look fine. Here's your payment.
I guess you don't want to elaborate on your client's identity?
No. But now that you've proven yourself, you may find out soon enough. I'll call you if something new comes up.
Alright, see ya.
That's the sound of this guy deciding to scrub us for asking too damn many questions. look at that thing. Even with it being a whole model value up, still look at how much hull and armor you lose. We are certainly flying an awfully tough little boat here. I think I'm cool sticking with it. We'll try to go to a gunship when we upgrade, and not before. Alright, do I have the resources necessary to finish this? Do I have the resources necessary to build some heat detectors? Yes. Unfortunately, it's immediately like all of it. Wow. Okay, 42 raw malamite crystal, huh? Do we have any of the parts for this built up? We almost have that much flawless malamite. Power units, yes. Proton capacitors, no. Ah, wow, that's really rough. Then we need a heat detector and a neutron membrane. We have enough to make one more heat detector, I believe. Neutron membrane, yeah, we can do that too.
That should prove useful.
All right, that'll help us stay on top of all of the other stuff that we're after. I think we can probably untrack these. And also these. This is the only thing I'm really after for the moment. Sorry, shop is what I wanted, not my inventory, your inventory. 5% increased ult generation, that's interesting. I could also just purchase this and scrap it immediately for the blueprint. Like, it's better. It's not that much better. I guess it does have quite a bit more capacity, so we can boost for longer. I think it stores up more. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna buy and equip here. Scrap some stuff real quick. Alright. Ooh, they got neutron membranes and power casings here. I guess I didn't have to build that. Nano injectors, those seem powerful. You can buy some small arms. Yeah, we're headed out of here in a second anyway, right? We can take on a couple stacks. Alright, it's got us full up. Let's get out of here. So, we need one more distress call to fire. I guess for the moment we can just head over to the gates. Maybe we'll get one on the way. It's a pretty long way, I think. Yeah.
Hive, I think I've come to terms with you just the way you are.
Well, that is reassuring.
That is, if you're okay with me the way I am.
So far as allegiance, you should not doubt. I am here merely to serve you and ensure the best possible outcomes for your continued survival. I cannot be programmed any other way.
Okay, but that still doesn't say anything about how you feel about me personally.
I work with what I am given.
on, show me something. Okay, sorry, I should be more specific. Show me a distress call. I wish I had realized how rare they were going to turn out to be, because we definitely ignored some when we first arrived. Not going to make that mistake again. Let me, I'm just gonna drop a waypoint on something really far away. We'll fly over here now. Unknown signal. It's probably actually worth discovering the, like, couple of locations we have left here. But I'll tell you, I probably wouldn't stick around for it if we could just find that distress signal. Ah! Alright, ridiculous how much work we had to do to make this happen. Especially considering how kind of, like, unimportant and easy these usually turn out to be.
Anyone read us? We're in trouble! You guys hang in there. I'll help clear the area.
Yeah, actually, they do have a fair number of real hostiles on them. All right, we're going after the scout, or not the scout. We're going after the big ship.
Enemy reinforcements.
It looks so cool. That'll make things a little bit easier. Yeah, that tilted things in the direction of G&B pretty quickly, pretty conclusively.
They're leaving. So much for that.
That was a lot of laser fire all of a sudden focused on those drones. Okay, yep, once again get very close to the sun. Really weird that that's the final thing. But okay, we can do that. Okay, pretty sure we're just scrapping all this stuff. And I guess with that, away we go. Especially given how weird the game gets control-wise as you approach the sun. And like the way that it clearly isn't going to let you crash into it, but it has to let you think you're kind of getting closer. I don't understand why this would be a necessary part of making yourself, of becoming an expert in multiple areas. It seems like the game really not playing to its strengths, honestly. Am I pointed at the right star? Okay, yes. Just takes a minute, you know? Doesn't feel like it's getting any closer, does it? Yeah, it sure doesn't. Let me try something here. Okay, yeah, weird. My engines were just kind of like turned off for a while there. I was holding W, but... Alright, trying not to crash directly into it. And now we get super fast forward mode. Hooray! Sorry, distress calls. We're done with you. Was it worth it? I don't. Probably. Maybe. I do wish I'd gotten it a little bit earlier because obviously it seems like maybe this is not the place where we are spending the majority of our time in the near future, but we'll see. That's a loose battery over there. Where is that? It's a bulletproof. You know what? I don't care. We're leaving. We're going. The loot and the openables are trying real hard to pull me in, but I am exercising willpower for perhaps the first time in my miserable life. All right, let's find a place to offload this cargo as quickly as possible. Is there a... Remember, is there a beacon here? Oh, there, you know what? This trading outpost will do. At least I think it'll do. Extremely graceful.
I noticed that you put out a job request.
Ah, hello. I haven't seen you in a while. And yes, you are correct. This time the job is about Bloodstar. You have heard what happened to them.
Depends. Something new?
They've disbanded. Their boss was taken out by some maverick upstart. I would very much like to shake the hand of whoever that was.
Whoever it was might prefer to keep it on the lowdown.
Anyhow, with Bloodstar falling apart, there are other parties interested in stripping the abandoned stations for whatever they're worth. Specifically a certain databank somewhere around Polimon, which is being sought by a client for a high price. I'd do the job myself, but it's a treacherous undertaking. Some old Bloodstar haven't quit the area just yet.
Scavenging stations is kind of a pastime of mine. Simply point me the way.
We'll be looking for a sizable databank. If you find and return the particular one we need, I will split the bounty with you 50-50.
I'll be doing most of the footwork here, right?
And I have the contact. You won't be able to sell the package without me.
Transfer me all the info you got. I'll look into it.
What does a sizable payday mean in this circumstance? It's not bad, but I don't think I care. We have important stuff to do. Feels like a device I ought to have unlocked. The shop is staying pretty up to date. So selling seeds here. That's pretty handy. That was a pretty good payday. Another 3,000 is fine. Solar panels we don't sell here. I forgot to offload these. Yep, another 22k. That'll do. Okay. Certainly feeling a lot better about that. So we could give up our reduced energy weapon consumption for 2 extra cargo slots and just a raw stat upgrade. It is only 2 cargo slots, and I do really like the weapon energy reduction. The missiles, at least, are still running out of energy. I noticed in that that last fight. All right. Back to home. I think we're probably not going to bother doing this guy's side mission. I'm already feeling a little bit over-leveled.
to talk about it?
Talk about what?
You not working for Cato anymore?
Damn good. If they hadn't fired me, I'd have quit myself. I'm a free spirit, you know? Can't stay long in one place. Besides, I can't wait to see your place. If you live there, it must be lit.
Actually, I'm the one who lives there the least. There are others.
Nice! I love meeting new people.
Well, you're going to be at their mercy because I'm going to be gone all the time. So I guess enjoy that.
The forthcoming clash of personality types locked down on a remote asteroid should provide some fascinating fireworks.
Ben, Delia, I'd like you to meet my friend Alec. He'll be staying with us.
We are gonna have so much fun!
Great. It'll be good to have a happy face around. Come on, I'll show you the base.
Lead on, half-robot man.
Hey, Adam, may I have a word with you?
Sure, what is it?
This little furry thing is your friend, you say?
Oh yeah, we go back.
And you brought him here because you actually care for him?
Yeah.
I still can't figure you out, Adam. But I need to ask you a favor. There was supposed to be a second cargo drone that was shipped along with the one I was in. Any idea where it could have ended up?
It's probably at the G&B station where they tried to send you to.
I don't know which one that is. I didn't even know they were shipping me into the DMZ at all.
I could get the station ID from the servers at Nerea Transit Point, then ask around. I have a few contacts at G&B. Should be no big deal. I need to head back to Prescott soon, but I can try to slip this in somewhere in between.
Thank you, Adam. That would be very helpful.
Sure, it's the least I can do.
And if she feels like she owes us one, she will be less likely to say no to things like us making Alec stay here. All right, Alec, what do you know? You know fire support. The mighty Alec will occasionally jump in and help Adam shoot down enemies if he's in the mood. Requires liquor. Well, I sure don't have any liquor. You know what? I'll go ahead and just put aside his money right now. It's probably a good thing to have, right? It's just, I gotta remember to get him liquor. We just sold all that too. That's a little unfortunate timing. I guess I should have waited, but I really wasn't imagining that we might need a type of trade cargo to make an upgrade happen. All right. So just jump back to Union. Our main quest was jump out here and then just jump back to Union immediately. Sure is a lot of backtracking in this game. Anyway, I think that's what we're going to call it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, hopefully we're going to be able to find enough alcohol to entice Alec to... is his name Alec? I've already forgotten. This is a good sign for our working relationship. We're going to find enough liquor to help get our friend to actually, do stuff on our behalf. And I guess we're going to keep pursuing whatever it was the Dax would... listen, I only have the very vaguest thread of the plot at this point. We're going to keep going where the waypoints say and shoot spaceships once we get there. And we'll see you then.